Hello students, in today's lecture of the arithmetic progression, we are starting with the illustration number 13. Three numbers are in AP. Their sums and product are 39 and 2080 respectively. Find the numbers. Before we start this kind of the sum, first we have to clear that if you assume any kind of numbers in arithmetic progression, if there is a 3 number, then you have to assume a minus d, a and a plus d. But when you have to assume about the 5 numbers, then you have to assume a minus 2d, a minus d, a plus d and a plus 2d. That is the 5 number. And if you have to find out the 4 numbers, then you have to assume a minus 3d, a minus d, a minus plus d, a minus d, a plus d, a plus 3d. So these 3 notes you have to remember, that is if there is a 3 number, a minus d, a and a plus d. That is a 5 number, then a minus 2d, a minus d, a plus d and a plus 2d. And for the 4 number, a minus 3d, a minus d, a plus d and a plus 3d. Understood? Let's start the sums. There is a 3 numbers and product and sum is given. Sum is 39 and product is 2080. So we have to assume, suppose 3 numbers are a minus d, a and a plus d. So this is first, second and 3. 3 numbers we have to assume like this. And sum of this number is 39. So a minus d plus a plus a plus d is equals to 39. This is sum of these 3 numbers, right? So a minus d and a plus d got cancelled. So a plus a plus a, that means 3a is equals to 39. So a is equals to 39 by 3. A is equals to 13, right? So we get a is equals to 13. Now, what about the product? A minus d multiply with a and a plus d is equals to 2080. We can simplify like this: a minus d, a plus d is equals to 2080, and a minus d and a plus d, this is the formation or factorization of a square minus d square, right? This is the factorization of this format, that is 2080. Now we have the value of the a. We will put a is equals to 30 in this equation, that we get find 13 square minus d square is equals to 2080. So 13 square minus d square, here it's in multiplication, when it goes this side it will divide. So 2080 divide by 13, that is 160, and 13 square 169, d square is equals to 160. So 160 come this side, it will become minus, and d square is a minus, so will come this side, it will become plus. So 169 minus 160 is equals to d square, that is 9 is equals to d square. That means d is equals to 3. D is equals to 3. Now we have to find out the numbers that we have assumed, that is a minus d, a plus d. So numbers are 13 minus 3, 13, 13 plus 3, that is 10, 13, 16. right? Now let's solve the illustration number 15. 5 numbers whose sum is 50 are in AP. You have to write that. You have to consider that AP or GP, we are only doing right now arithmetic progression. If the 5 numbers is 3 times than a second number, find the numbers. Here product is not given but sum, and the sum statement is given, right? So let's put that. Illustration number 15. 5 numbers are A minus 2D, A minus D, A plus D, and A plus 2D. These 5 numbers are there and we have to add, and the sum of this 5 number is 50. So let's put A minus 2D plus A minus D plus A plus D plus A plus 2D is equals to 50. Minus 2D plus 2D cut, minus D plus D cut. That what will be get remaining? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 5A is equals to 50. A is equals to 10. Now one statement is given. That is fifth number is 3 times than second number. Fifth term is equals to 3 times than second number. Right? Fifth number is 3 times of the second number. So what is the fifth number? Fifth number is A plus D. A plus 2D is 3 times than a second number. Second number is A minus D. So A plus 2D is equals to 3A minus 3D. Right? Let's put and solve this. 2D plus 3D is equals to 3A minus A. That is 5D is equals to 2A. And we have the value of the A. So 5D is equals to 2 multiply 10. That is 5D is equals to 20. That is D is equals to 4. So we have find out the value of the D as well as value of the A. Now we can find out the numbers, 5 numbers that we have calculated it. A minus 2D, that means A stands for 10 minus 2D, that is 4 2s are 8. 10 minus 8, it will become 2. Similarly, we can find out the numbers, and numbers are 2, 6, 10, 14 and 18. Respectively, these 5 numbers are there. So when we have to find out the 3 numbers or 5 numbers, in some of the question you might have the solve 4 numbers. So as we have earlier discussed that A minus 3D, A plus D, A minus D and A plus 3D. So using this number you can find the answers and value of the A and D and find the numbers. Now let's solve illustration number 14. 4 numbers are in EP, their sum is 32 and the ratio of the sum of the last 2 numbers to the sum of the first 2 numbers is 5:3. Find the number. Something confusion is all given. सिर्फ सम दिया है, वो भी 4 नंबर्स के लिए, और एक रेशियो दिया है. तो पहले तो सम करके वैल्यू फाइंड कर लेते हैं, देन वी विल सी रेशियो किसका दिया गया है. and sum of the four number is 32. 3D cut, D, that is 4. A is equals to 32. A is equals to 8. Right? Now, what is the given? The sum of last two numbers and the sum of first two numbers. Ratio is 5:3. So we can write like this. Now sum of the last two numbers, that means last two numbers, and these are the first two numbers. So A plus D plus A plus 3D upon A minus 3D plus A minus D is equals to 5:3. So when we solve the numerator and denominator, we can find out A plus A, 2A plus 4D, 3 plus 1, 4D upon 2A minus minus plus, sign will be minus, 4D is equals to 5:3. Let's cross multiply it, that is 3 multiply with 2A plus 4D is equals to 5 multiplied by 2A minus 4D. 6A plus 12D is equals to 10A minus 20D. So let's solve the equation and put the value of the 8. And we got the value of the D is equals to 1. Then now find the numbers, that is A minus 3D, A minus D, A plus D and then four numbers are 5, 7, 9 and 11 respectively. For practice, you have to do the sum number 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29, 30. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29 and 30. Right? Now we are again continuing this lecture with the other sums. Now we are solving the word problem from the arithmetic progression. In the word problems, you have to understand that is the word problem is from the arithmetic progression or geometric progression. In the books, arithmetic progression sums are differently given and the geometric progression of the sum of the that word problem are differently shown that, but in your question paper there is no bifurcation given, that is the sum of the arithmetic or geometric progression. So first we have to understand that is the arithmetic progression or geometric progression, right? Let's start with the illustration number 9. A labor strength of the 120 is to be distributed at the different stages in production. That means total number of the laborers are 120. The laborers are in the each group is exceed that of the following one by the same number. At the first stage of the number of the laborers required is 20, that is at the first stage, that is 21. That means A is equals to 21. And last stage only for 3 laborers are necessary, that means L is equals to 3. Find the number of the laborers in the each group. So total is SN 120 students are given. A is equals to 21 and the last L is given 3. Right? So first we have to find out that N, number of the laborers required in the each group. So we have to find out the N. Here SN 120 is given, A is given and L is also given. So directly we are using Sn is equals to N by 2 A plus L. 120 is equals to N by 2, 21 plus 3. So 240 is equals to N multiplied by 24. So N is equals to 240 divided by 24, that is 10. So N is equals to 10. We get N is equals to 10. So find the number of the laborers in the each group, that is N is equals to 10. But in the each group, that means first stage, second stage, third stage. So we have to find out the total series. Then L is given, that is 3. That means Tn is given 3. T10, that means T10 is equals to 3. So Tn is equals to A plus N minus 1 into D. That is A stands for 21 plus 9D is equals to 3. So 3 is equals to 21 plus 9D. Let's find out the value of the D. 31 यहाँ पे प्लस है, इस साइड आएगा तो माइनस हो जाएगा. दैट इज D stands for minus 2. So what would be the series of the each stage? फर्स्ट में है 21, देन डिफरेंस है माइनस 2, यानी कि 2 से कम होते जाएंगे. दैट मीन्स इट विल कम 19, देन 17, देन 15, so on, right, till the 3. That is the number of 3 requirement, that is 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, 5 and 3. That is last term is 3. Understood? Let's solve the illustration number 10. A man is 50 years old. He has 8 sons born at equal intervals. The sum of the age of the father and the 8th son is 186 years. If the youngest son is 3 years age, find the age of the eldest son. यहाँ पे एक मैन की एज ऑफ अ मैन दैट इज 50 इज गिवन, राइट, एंड उसके 8 सन है और 8 के सन इक्वल इंटरवल्स में बोर्न हुए हैं. दैट इज एन एज ऑफ फादर प्लस age of 8 sons, that is total is 186 is given, but age of the father is already given, so 50 plus age of 8 sons will be 186. Age of 8 sons is equals to 186 minus 50, that is 136. That means the total age of the 8th son is 136 and the youngest son, that means the Smallest one, this young son is A is equals to 3. वो 3 साल का है. अब इक्वल ईयर्स में गैप में बॉर्न हुए हैं. That is compulsory. That is D will be there. That is A plus D and A plus 2D, kind of the same interval will be there. So Sn is, we have the Sn, that means Sn is equals to 136, then n is equals to 8 son, A is equals to 3. Then we have to find out the elder son's age. So last one's age we have to find out. So before that we have to find out the D, and then we have to find out the eldest son. So Sn is equals to n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into D. That is 8 by 2 2a plus 7d is equals to 136. That is 136 is equals to 4. 6 plus 7d. 4 यहाँ पे डिवाइड में आ जाएगा. दैट इज 136 डिवाइड बाय 4. दैट इज 34 इज इक्वल्स टू 6 प्लस 7d. 34 माइनस 6 इज इक्वल्स टू 7d. So 28 is equals to 7d. So d is equals to 28 by 7. Difference is 4 years of intervals. Distance is 4 years of intervals. So 4 year का गैप है हर एक सन के बीच में. सबसे छोटा है वो 3 साल का है, तो एल्डेस्ट सन यानी कि 8 नंबर पे होगा, यानी कि T8 हमें फाइंड करना है. दैट इज T8 इज इक्वल्स टू A प्लस 7D. सो A है 3 प्लस 7D, that is 4. (31). Understood? Let's see the illustration number 11. A man borrow 9,000 from his friend and promises repay the same in the 30 installments. Then 9,000 we pay in the 30 installment, that is n is equals to 30. Total amount he borrowed, that is 9,000. So Sn is equals to 9,000. 30 installment में वो पे करेगा, इसलिए n होगा 30. The each installment is ₹20 more than a previous one, right? So 20 का डिफरेंस के साथ वो पेमेंट करेगा, right? So डिफरेंस है 20 का. So find out the first and last installment. That means we have to find out A and L. So Sn is given, that is 9,000. N is given 30. So using this formula, Sn is equals to n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into D. Sn stands for 9,000. 30 by 2 in a bracket 2 plus a. 2 multiply a, that is we have to find out. Then 30 minus 1, that is 29. D is equals to 20. So we solve this equation. That 30 by 2 it will come 15. 15 मल्टीप्लाई में है, दिस साइड आएगा तो 9,000 डिवाइड बाय 15, दैट इज 6,000. और यहाँ पे आएगा 29 मल्टीप्लाई 20, दैट इज 580. सो 2a प्लस 580, दैट इज यहाँ पे माइनस हो जाएगा, दैट इज 600 माइनस 580, दैट इज 20. सो 2a इज इक्वल्स टू 20. a स्टैंड्स फॉर 1. सो फर्स्ट इंस्टॉलमेंट इज 10. फाइंड आउट द लास्ट इंस्टॉलमेंट. लास्ट इंस्टॉलमेंट है T30. क्या है? T30. सो T30 is equals to A plus 29D. So using that formula we can find also a last term. Understood? Thank you.